afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. It's all about the young police from Jamaica. See Young Police Channel. Big up yourself. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action, speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside this description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police Channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you will see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Well, you know that I have many enemies. Some would rejoice if they had heard that I am dead. That I have exited this world for various reasons, because I'm the kind of person who believes in truths, rights and justice. I don't sugarcoat things. I don't say things because I want people to like me. But they tried to silence me last week. I almost lost my life. But I am still here. And thank God for His mercies. And now I am back with a vengeance. So I'm going to share, in a long time, this is one of the closest encounters that I've come to. I almost died last week. And this could happen to you. A split second from death. Last week my life could have ended in a flash. I want you to stop for a second and really think about that. Imagine you are driving along one of America's busiest highways. Traffic flowing, everyone going at 70 miles per hour or above. Music playing, mind focused on the road ahead. And in a blink of an eye, your life is hanging by a thread. That was me. Yeah, that was me, Chris Porter. And if you drive anywhere in this country, that could be you too. I'm not exaggerating. I came face to face with death many times. Not because I was reckless, not because I was distracted, but because someone else's recklessness, someone else's stupidity, someone else's disregard for human life. So here's what happened. I was operating a vehicle, not speeding, not weaving through lanes, not doing anything out of the ordinary, out of nowhere, an unknown person or persons decided to undertake my vehicle from the soft shoulder. Yes, you heard that right, the soft shoulder. That's the side of the highway that when you're driving, you'd heard. If you veer off the highway, you know that you heard unusual sounds coming from your vehicle, because that part of the road that made it that noise would awake even a person who's sleeping. An area that is not meant for driving. That one illegal maneuver triggered a chain reaction that could have cost me my life. And I know my critics would have rejoiced it. They would have rejoiced knowing that, oh, he's no longer here, that guy from Concrete Jungle, enemy of the poor, in which I am not the enemy of the poor. I was born poor, and I am an ally of the poor, because I don't want the poor to be stay poor. As my mother said, anyone told you that they love you because you're poor, stay far away from them, because they don't want you to excel and succeed in life. It could have cost me my life. The vehicle they were driving clipped into my lane with no warning, causing immediate loss of control. My vehicle swerved, tires screeched, and in a split second, everything slowed down. I felt the weight of the moment, the danger, the helplessness, the sheer terror. There were other people with me in the vehicle, and they too were thrown into harm's way by a total stranger's reckless decision. We collided, the vehicle spun, the sound of metal and asphalt and violent jolts of impact. It's something I will never forget. The coward who ran. Now, here's what and where the story gets worse. The driver who caused the accident slowed down, just enough to see the chaos they created, and then sped off. Like a coward, they did not stop. They did not check if anyone was alive. They did not check if the passengers were fine. They did not call 911. They sped off like a coward. They almost killed me and fled the scene. That, my friends, is not just reckless driving. That is a crime. It is a hit and run. And in many states, it carries serious penalties. But in that moment, none of that matters. None of that mattered. What mattered was that I was injured. Others were injured, and the person responsible vanished into the traffic. Why technology saved the day? But here's where technology becomes your best friend. Because of advances in vehicle technology, cameras, sensors, traffic databases, I was able to get information about the driver despite their cowardice. Without that, they might have gotten away completely. This is why I'm telling you, install a dash cam in your vehicle. If you don't have one, get one today. A simple camera mounted on your windshield can save you thousands of dollars, protect you in court, and most importantly, hold reckless people accountable. And not only that, that would leave trail of evidence, even if unfortunately something that would cost you your life. This is why I'm telling you to install a dash camera in your vehicle. Dashcams have helped countless drivers prove their innocence, identify hit-and-run offenders, and even protect themselves against insurance fraud. In my case, it was the difference between having no evidence and having a fighting chance at justice. So the reality of road violence. Let's be real. Driving is one of the most dangerous things we do every day, according to data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. That's the NHTSA. Over 40,000 people die on US road every single year. 40,000. And millions more are injured. Most of those accidents are caused by human error, speeding, distracted driving, road rage, or reckless behavior like the one Yes, before I start today's video, I'm just asking you, members of the Jamaica Young Police channel, to subscribe to this channel. United we win, that divided we lose. Because once we unite as a people, they can't beat us. It doesn't matter who they are. They can't oppress us or brainwash us with their lies to tell us that up is down and down is up. We know that in this world, most people worship money, but we worship God. Because money is only of this world. And people hate you when you speak the truth. So, moving on. Encountered. We often think of violence as something that happened in dark alleys or in crime-ridden neighborhoods. But violence can happen on the road too. Every time someone drives aggressively, cuts you off, undertake on the soft shoulder, or refuse to obey traffic laws, they are putting your life in danger. And unlike other forms of violence, this is one doesn't require a weapon. There's a 3,000-pound vehicle and a moment of carelessness. Lessons learned and why you must be prepared. I walked away from the accident alive, bruised, shaken, injured, but alive. And for that, I am grateful beyond words. I replay that day in my head over and over again. And I keep coming back to one powerful lesson. Life is fragile. So we have to give thanks to life. Give thanks to the Creator for His loving care and mercies. Without God, we are nothing. Some of us, we take life for granted. That we'll make it home after every drive. But the truth is, every time you step into a vehicle, you are trusting strangers, people you never met, with your life. And not all of them clear about that responsibility. Here's what I want you to take away from my experience. Never underestimate the danger. Even if you are the safest driver on the road, others may not be. Stay alert and always anticipate the unexpected. Invest in a dash cam. It is not paranoia. You're not being crazy. You're just being proactive. It's preparation. Evidence is everything in a crash. And cameras don't lie. Cameras don't sleep. Cameras don't change story because it's right there. Drive defensively. Assume that other drivers will make mistakes and leave yourself enough space and reaction time to avoid disaster. Know your rights. If you are the victim of a hit and run, call law enforcement immediately. File a police report. Share the footage or information you have. Don't let the offender disappear without consequences. And to those who drive recklessly, If you are watching this, understand that you are not just in a rush or having a bad day. You are gambling with people's lives. You are not just breaking traffic laws. You are committing acts that can destroy families, orphan children, and take innocent lives. That is not a minor mistake. That is criminal negligence. And society must treat it as such. So last week would have been my last. A few inches, a few seconds. That's all that separated me from a coffin. But I'm still here. And I believe that's for a reason. Maybe it's so I can stand here today and warn you. Maybe it's so you can avoid what I went through. Or maybe it's so that together we can make our roads a little safer. Life is precious. And we only get one. Some people think that they have 10 lives, but no, we only have one life. Don't let someone's recklessness take it from you. Protect yourself. Prepare yourself. And above all, never forget that every time you get behind the wheel, you are the one bad decision away from tragedy. So be smart, be safe, and make sure that if everyone tries to harm you on the road, like they try with me, you are ready. If the story moves you, share it. Someone you love needs to hear it. And before you drive again, promise me one thing. You'll do everything in your power to come home alive. And you will make sure that you install a dash cam in your vehicle. And this is a final warning and life-saving tips. Protect yourself before it's too late. Let me leave you with this, and I want you to hear me clearly. I am not telling this story for sympathy. I am telling it to save a life. Maybe yours, maybe your child's, maybe someone you love who gets in a car every day thinking nothing bad will ever happen. The truth is, bad things don't give warnings. They happen fast, without notice and without mercy. And that driver who nearly killed me didn't wake up planning to cause an accident. But their recklessness almost cost me everything. And next time, it might not be a near miss. So here are the hard-earned lessons and practical tips I want you to walk away with. Burn them into your memory. 1. Install a dash cam. No excuses. If you do own a vehicle and you don't have a dash cam, you are driving blind in the legal system. A good camera gives you undeniable evidence. If someone causes an accident, lies to the police, or flee the scene, it's a difference between justice and injustice. And it's worth every penny. Drive defensively, not aggressively. Remember this. Drive defensively, not aggressively. You can't control how others drive, but you can control how you respond. Keep a safe following distance. Check your mirrors constantly and anticipate other drivers' mistakes before they happen. Think of every driver around you as a potential risk, because many of them are. Never assume they see you. Most accidents happen because someone wasn't paying attention. Don't trust blinkers. Don't assume they will stop. Don't believe they see you. Always have an exit plan. a lane to move into, space to break, a place to go if things go wrong. Use technology to your advantage. Modern vehicles come with lane assist, blind spot monitoring, collision alerts, and more. Learn how to use them and keep them on. Also know how to quickly call 911 and record details after an accident. Time, location, license plate, and witnesses information can make or break your case. Keep an emergency kit in your vehicle. In case the worst happens, have a first aid kit, water, flashlight, phone charger, and reflective vest in your car. It is a small thing that can save your life if you are stranded or injured after a collision. If you are in an accident, stay calm and smart. Do not chase a fleeing driver. Let the police do that. Call 911 immediately. Document everything, photos, videos, witness statements. Seek medical attention even if you feel fine. Injuries sometimes show up hours or days later. Final words, don't be a passenger in your own safety. I am alive today because of luck, technology, and awareness. But luck runs out. Preparation never does. Remember this, you are not powerless. Every decision you make, from installing a dash cam to leaving extra space on the highway, is a layer of armor protecting your life. And if you ever forgot how serious this is, think of me sitting here telling you this story, knowing that I could have been gone last week. That's how thin the line between life and death on the road. So drive smart, stay alert, protect yourself, and above all else, never let someone else's carelessness decide whether you live or die. Most importantly, remember that God sees and knows everything, and trust in God and live. Because without God, we are nothing. Don't believe the naysayers. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel, out.